Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Come with me, but I'm already there. Today's guest is Karam, Sahyouni, known for his unapologetic rants and blunt truths on TikTok. We're so excited to welcome on the show. It's Karam.
Hello. How are we?
Our TikTok star. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so excited to be here, honestly. So this is such a great opportunity. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, so good.
Really well. We love your rants on TikTok. It feels like you're presenting all of us.
Yes. Everything that we don't say.
No filters attached whatsoever. I think one of my TikToks are definitely going to get me in trouble some near future, but it's fine. It's worth it.
This is what everyone's thinking. So you're just doing it as a favor, you know? Like
yeah,
seeing
true.
It's like, that's how I feel. So why did you start posting on social media? How did it all start?
So I think for me, this is like a very end backstory. I actually was studying pharmacy. So I was doing something completely different than what I'm doing right now. But during that university study, I was like, no, I want to start posting more content on social media. So I started with Instagram. As time went by, I felt like Insta's becoming the CV of the social media life. Like it's how you appear on the outside mainly. With TikTok, I started this year. I always had a love-hate relationship with TikTok. But this year I started, and for the first time I was doing kind of raw, unfiltered content. And that was so much fun. I just figured out that I really love yapping, and this is really what I'm meant to be doing in life. And because it was organic, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep doing it.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it just kept going, and I kept posting unfiltered thoughts every single day. And that's where we are now on a Lovin Dubai morning show.
You know what's so funny is you said yapping. This is what I'm meant to be doing in life. Like you've come with your mom, which is so amazing.
My hero.
So we're gonna ask like this in front of your mom. Like, were you always this expressive and unfiltered growing up?
I was definitely always this expressive and unfiltered. I think if anything, alhamdulillah, I was very grateful to have like a family that supports my ideas and my rants. So it used to be plays and theaters, and now it's just like Dubai traffic, and it's matcha and how I don't like it, but it's fine. Yeah, we digress.
So would you say you were always known as the yapper in your friend group?
Definitely 100%.
Yeah.
But honestly, it revolves. Like it changes. I go from yapping a lot to like in 10 seconds to being extremely quiet.
Oh wow, you shut down basically.
Yeah, girl, every single day.
That's the excessiveness of yapping, basically.
Literally, by the way. You need to like recharge the battery that is there. But yeah.
So let's go a little bit behind the scenes. So you were studying pharmacy.
Yeah.
Are you still working in the industry?
So I graduated. I was a nerd during my education, and I finished the program, but then I entered work in social media and marketing. So now I work with Home Bakery actually, and I love it. They're the best team ever. So that's kind of what I do. I just found a hobby. You know, Arab culture, we're very limited to what we can study in terms of things that are going around, because it's always related to how we can support each other as a family. So for me to be able to kind of have that as a background, but then do whatever I want to do or what my passion is a very like niche kind of support that is not there everywhere, and it's a very privileged thing to have, alhamdulillah. So definitely something I'm grateful for. Yeah.
Nice.
See, us yappers, we're very smart.
100%.
Yeah.
And we switch.
Whatever we have here, we just say it.
Yap in marketing, yap in pharmacy, we just yap. It's fine.
So do you remember the video that went viral?
So I think recently, the first video that popped off a lot was me talking about how I don't like matcha.
Oh.
And me getting a lot of people from UAE that love matcha.
I can't side with you on that because I love matcha.
I'm getting cafes going like, you need to try it. But then what happened was, I was literally sick that day. The video, if you see it now, it's me in bed in a tank top, like sick with a cold. I was like, wallahi, you don't like matcha, you're lying to yourself. And I'm like triggering people. And I think that's kind of the point. Like you have to be a bit sarcastic on these things. And then I just turned off the phone. I went to bed. I woke up and it's like hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, okay. And then in the same day, it hit like 1 million.
Wow.
And that was like one of my first 1 million views ever. So I was obviously ecstatic. But then when I'd read the comments and I'd see like, you need to try matcha again before you open your mouth. I'm like, I will never try it again.
The matcha scanner is coming to you, you know?
Literally, by the way. And now mainly it's also locals, because people love matcha. So whenever I'm out, a lot of people would recognize me from that sound. And
the guy that hates matcha.
Yeah, they're like, you have to try matcha again. I'm like, khalas, okay, fine. I will. One day.
You need to try matcha again. I'm telling
You
you.
haven't
I'm
tried
vouching
it
for
yet
matcha.
since?
I've tried it only twice. I'm not
I
gonna
wish we
lie.
had some matcha on the show to
Oh
bring
my
it to
God.
you. To get
I
it
make
What
a really
a
good
loss.
matcha. I should.
What a shame.
I make a really good matcha. I should have done my. Oh my God.
Yeah. You make it. You make your own?
Yeah, but outside is better, of course.
See,
but
all
I can
these
make it
matcha
myself.
lovers, they make their own matcha.
Yeah, you whisk it and everything for me.
Do you think they're all following a trend? Do you think it's actually revolting?
So I think the flavor-wise, it's not like a really new flavor. It kind of tastes like green tea, like cold green tea. So it's maybe not something completely new. Maybe people do like it, but the craze on it when it first started was definitely a trend. But people now who currently like it, no, I think they like it because they like it. And it also has a lot of health benefits. Yeah. So sometimes a lot of people in the comments would be like, I don't like it as well, but the benefits that it gives are worth it. So I'm like, do you?
It's better than coffee.
Disagree.
Don't say that. You were doing so well until you said that.
But I mean,
Coffee is a lifeline.
less caffeine, but lots of sugar.
Where's the happiness?
How do you plan your content? Like, you obviously have a full-time job. Where do your ideas come from? Do you find this a job or it's still purely a passion?
So I think honestly, having a 9 to 5 and being able to like post content is definitely a juggle that's been fun and scary at the same time. Mm-hmm. What I do is, because my content is unfiltered, I plan on it being unfiltered. So if I'm in the car and I think of something, I'll park, I'll stop in the mall literally, and I'll sometimes do a lot of takes because I'll stutter or I'll say something, I'm like, no, that's too much. And I'll just cancel it. And then I'll end up posting it right on the spot. So it's never something that I like plan to write or script on because I feel like it's gonna come out really staged. And then to be able to post that, because I have a great team, they're understanding. So when I first joined, I told them, I'm like, girl, I post on TikTok. So you're going to be seeing me post during the afternoon, but I promise I'm working. But yeah, my manager is watching the show right now, so it's fine. We like that. But yeah, it's very unscripted. And I wanted to stay that way so it doesn't turn into a job where I also have to think a lot about it or think, how's this going to kind of represent me? I'm just seeing what I feel and saying it on the videos, yeah.
So you always post without thinking, like it's just
100%.
Unfiltered. Are you ever afraid of backlash?
Definitely. Okay, so here's another side story. I posted another viral video. It took like 7 million views, but that video went to the US crowd.
Oh, the Ice Spice?
Miss Ice Spice, the icon. And it was, my videos are all 90% sarcasm. But then sometimes TikTok audience doesn't pick that up. They could sometimes be thinking I'm too serious. At the end of the day, honestly, like, I don't care about like anything that's happening in the world. Like, I'm a very nonchalant person. So I'll talk about something, but I never really dislike it intensely. For me, it doesn't really matter. So I posted that video and I'm like, y'all made Ice Spice famous, and now look at her, like she's a particular artist. And it got insane backlash. Like, we're talking about DMs that are threatening and people that are like, how dare you say stuff like this and blah blah blah. I just take it with laughs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, yeah, this ate. Some of the hate comments were so funny as well. So I'd like them. I'm like,
can you share one?
I wish I would have thought about that. I can go through it, but I don't think I can think of one on the top of my head. But no, some of them are funny, and I'm like, you gotta appreciate comedy even when it's against you sometimes. But yeah.
But TikTok is such a scary place. Like, recently I heard they're just cancelling, like it's cancelling celebrities, but for no reason. Like,
so they've been doing this trend where they ignore A-list celebrities. Yeah. I think, honestly, the world is a crazy place. I'm not gonna lie to you. So TikTok is just an amplified version. And then I see other celebrities are like begging their audiences to not cancel them out. I'm like, wow, we really live in a day where this is an actual thing that people have to worry about, because cancel culture is now so big. So if you don't agree with someone over something very shallow, you think they deserve to be canceled. I think we forget that we're looking at real life people that are just on the screen for 15 seconds. And we take that whole 15-second sarcastic video as a personality trait. And we're like, that's who they are, that's what they represent, which like 50% of the time is not true whatsoever. But yeah, I think honestly, it's crazy. I think not caring on TikTok is what gets you through any wave. You just need to not care.
I feel like on TikTok it's both either a very safe zone or a very cruel place.
100%.
Like, it's brutal, honestly. But I love TikTok. I can't get off the app.
It's addicting.
It's
At
so
this
addictive.
point, it really is.
Like,
yeah.
imagine posting. So you started,
Yeah, exactly.
so you started the trend Come Here With Me, but I'm already there. How did it start?
Okay, let me tell you how. So I always, before bed, I go like on 2 hours of scrolling on TikTok, as any normal person would.
Can you confirm?
Yeah, I sit a lot on TikTok.
You have to decharge by recharging. So it's so weird. But anyway, so I have to go
I need the
through that.
personality, you know?
Yeah.
I need to go on TikTok.
What am I going to be tomorrow? Am I going to be happy? Depends. But so I scroll on TikTok, and then a lot of people do come with me. So it's a very like big thing on TikTok. Come with me to an event, to a restaurant. But then they take so long to get to the event that by the time it's 3 minutes in, I just scroll. So I'm like, I'm not going to be waiting this long to go with you anywhere. And then I was like, let me do something for my ADHD-inspired, lovely followers that are like, come with me, but I'm already there. So you don't really have to wait for anything. You're going to get the gist of the situation in the first 10 seconds. And it picked up because people picked up on the joke itself. They picked up on the tagline itself. And it was entertaining. People kind of got the whole gist of like a 5-minute video in the first 10 seconds. Kind of what makes you stay. Because TikTok is so saturated. So every scroll is a different theme, different emotion, different vibe. So you need to keep people very interested in the first few seconds or you are going to lose them. So that's kind of how it started, yeah.
But let's be honest, is it ADHD or just our attention span is so little?
Yes. Both to that, honestly, at this point.
So how aware are you of like TikTok trends that are going viral? So for example, like I feel like we've had like a Love is Blind Habibi reunion on this show. We've had a lot of them. And one of the stories going viral is Noura's standards.
Yes.
So like, when you see that, like, do you want to comment on it?
So I haven't watched the show. I don't know anything in particular, so I don't want to say anything off-putting. But when it comes to Noor, what I've seen is her aftermath, like on the platforms. And I think it's a very smart strategy because usually shows like this, they go viral for a month or two and then people forget about it or wait for another season, so it dies out. So she took that kind of personality thing that a lot of people were controversial over and she turned it into a brand, which is very smart. So this became her whole TikTok outlet. It became what she posts about, what she talks about. And 50% of the people love it, 50% of the people hate it. But for her, that's engagement. It doesn't really matter. There's like a fine line. So I think that's the one thing I would comment on, that it's a very smart strategy and good for her, I think, yeah.
What do you think of the show in general? Let's be honest.
I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it for a reason. I think shows like this, to me, even like the ones from the US, there's reality TV and then there's like trash TV, but not in that way. Trash as in, I'm so gonna get cancelled. No one's gonna invite me to a podcast ever again. But trash TV in a way where you like put it, it's on the background, it's fun, it's entertaining, but it's not something that's like entertainment, intellectual or something like that. It's a background show. I think it's very cool that Dubai is doing something like this. I think they need a few more seasons to get there, but they're on their way, so that's great. Yeah.
Another video of yours that went viral was a PSA to everyone to not invite you to any indoor activities. Like you literally, like it's things that we're all thinking, but we haven't thought it yet.
Yeah.
And then it goes on your feed. I'm like, that's exactly. So we're just wondering, like, have you had any? Is no one inviting you anywhere?
Unfortunately, when it comes to Dubai, a lot of the outings are like malls or restaurant cafes, and then you go out at night as well, whatever you're interested in. But when winter comes, it's a 2-month span. Like last year, it was not this cold during December. So this year, it's actually a bit colder. So my PSA was literally to 3 of my friends that I always see every single day. It was not intended for the mass public. And I was like, we are not going to a mall ever again. And because they love the cinema and we go once a week, I'm like, we'll get the phone, watch a movie outside in the desert. A lot better than sitting indoors. So no, unless it's an invite, I have not been going indoors anywhere.
But I love this idea, like threatening my friends on TikTok. Like I just post on TikTok, you know. I was like, listen, this is directed for you, but I'm telling everyone will be aware of that. So another video that you made about New Year's.
Yeah.
Do you plan on spending a lot this New Year's?
I plan on spending a lot of time at home. I think that's mainly it. Growing up here, like I've lived my whole life here, alhamdulillah. And the past 2 years, it's been a lot busier and it's a lot more like it's come to life a lot more, which is great. Love that for everyone. I love how they're all living the Dubai experience. But when it comes to New Year's Eve, it gets a bit like too crazy out there. So definitely I did that video and I was like, the only plans that are gonna happen are A, I'm either gonna be at home watching from my TV the fireworks, or B, I'm gonna be at your home, which is probably three of my friends watching the fireworks on
But
TV.
on the balcony.
100%. Yeah, you pick a friend. But yeah, no, definitely. I think these are, because doing that can go overboard. I think if you're new to Dubai, definitely something you need to experience. 100%. It's worth the money, especially like kind of Dubai Mall and the aesthetic and the vibe. Getting there is a hassle, but it's going to be an adventure for someone who's going there for the first time.
Sure.
But no, I'm staying home.
Relatable content. If you want to find it, it's Karam on TikTok. But before you leave us, we want to play a quick game.
Yes.
So you had a video that went viral and it was like what this mall says about you.
Yes.
So we want to do a what this, for example, I'm an iPhone 16 holder. What does that say about me?
Okay.
Okay. So should we start with the first one?
Go
Ready?
ahead.
Unfiltered, yeah?
Yeah. Bismillah.
If you eat the viral kunafa chocolate,
Okay.
what does it say about you?
Well, it says about you that you definitely love a sweet treat. You like to follow trends a lot, and you're probably gonna film it to eat it, but then throw it away and never finish it once.
Oh, wow.
Unfiltered.
Does anyone feel seen?
Or heard.
Lena, did you hear that? She loved the chocolate.
Honestly, I can't. I like it was all gone.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. If you have a Finsta, what does that say about you?
If you have a Finsta, I think your main Insta is not what you portray to people. I think you definitely have like a more fun, more adventurous side, but you're more shy on the outside, hence the Finsta need. So definitely you're someone that people need to get to know, but you like to stay mysterious on the outside.
I have a finesta, and that's on point.
That says a lot.
Okay, so another one.
Yes.
If you go to the grass area in Dubai Mall.
Oh no. It says that you're probably under 15. If you're over 15, you probably have kids who are under 15. And yeah, like be careful, the grass itches. So like get long pants and a t-shirt.
I don't know what the grass area is.
Oh no,
Good. That's a really good thing. That's something you should say out loud. Love that.
Is anyone going to explain it to me?
It's like a very childhood hangout spot, like 5-10 years ago. It still is now, but 10 years back, it was where every single student in Dubai was there. Literally.
Did you go there?
I had to. I'm sorry. I needed to make friends. But yeah,
I went there too.
it's okay. We survived.
It sounds like a nice place.
Yeah, maybe from the outside, from the mall where you can see the grass area.
Did moms and dads like encourage you going to the grass area, or
They never knew.
they never knew?
Yeah, they could never know.
Sorry.
Yeah. It sounds so dodgy, but honestly, it's literally just teenagers sitting on grass and just saying stuff they're not supposed to say, but that's a teenager anywhere. So yeah.
Okay, if you carry a Stanley, what does it say about you?
Oh. You know the Tumblr girl aesthetic? Okay, iconic. Yes, the Tumblr girl aesthetic is all the scrunchies, the Pinterest, the mood boards and pants, and I feel like you are definitely a Tumblr girl or guy, no judgment up in here, but definitely someone who goes into the practicality. You like things organized, you like things ordered, and you definitely measure up the water that you drink every single day.
But it keeps you like
Hydrated.
Yeah.
And it's safe. I saw like a video of the whole car
The
burning.
legs and stuff like that.
The only thing was the Stanley Cup, so you never know when that could come in handy.
Yeah, that's the concern everyone when they're buying their Stanley Cup, safety.
If you get a Stanley, that means you get a road cover and lip gloss. What do you think of that?
If the Stanley Cup is filled with iced coffee, yes.
Yeah. Okay, what about the road cover and the lip gloss?
What does that say about you?
I think it says you're probably a girl that's always ready to go, like go out, have fun, you're on the
that's
go,
nice.
you're moving. So you don't take a lot of time, like 10 minutes, you can get ready and you're good to go.
You're having a lip gloss on the go.
A Hailey Bieber girl. And the very last one, if you hang at Kite Beach on the weekend, what does it say about you?
Depending on what time are we talking about. So if it's in the AM, you're probably a sporty person. You like to run and jog. And if it's afternoon, you're more of a chill, relaxed person. And you kind of know that Kite Beach is the best beach that's also free. So you're not only saving money, you're there for the vibes. So yeah.
It's Karam providing us the most relatable content for Dubai residents on TikTok. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
We really appreciate your time this morning. What a blast. Thank you, Vasa.
You're welcome, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We'll be back here with you tomorrow morning, which is Friday. Have a great day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you.